Man's Search for Meaning.
Yes.
The author, Viktor E. Frankl.
Yes. So Viktor E. Frankl, very short, he was a psychiatrist, professional psychiatrist that was a prisoner in a Nazi concentration camp. He was 37 when he was taken away.
Yeah.
And I think, as we'll get into, when he was a prisoner, he used his psychiatry as a way to kind of help his other prisoners, his fellow prisoners, and also kind of help himself. And then when he was released, he created a theory, or he had a theory maybe before he went in. But it was really quite interesting. Before
we started to read this book, had you heard of the author?
No. The reason I actually even found this book is I did it until literally I started reading it. I didn't even know what it was about. I was watching a film, and then it makes sense now because the guy was in jail for something and he was on death row.
Okay.
And then he was like talking to another prisoner, and he said a quote from the book, and he was like, the book Man's Search for Meaning. And I was like, oh, that's a sick quote. I don't remember what it was. I was hoping to find it in this book here, but I can't remember what,
I think I found it, but we'll touch on it later because if it's the same quote, I've heard that quote referenced and someone mentioned that quote and mentioned Viktor E. Frankl before, but I'd never heard of him before. I never even paid attention at that moment in time. Just, it was kind of like a fleeting comment. And then reading the book and then hearing his name. And then once I got to the quote, like it came back, it sparked in my mind, which we'll come on to, later in the book. The title of the book has nothing, not nothing to do with the book, but it confuses what the book's about, in my opinion.
How do you mean?
Because I was like, when I saw the title, I was like, oh, Man's Search for Meaning, the meaning of life, like why are we here? Which it does touch on, but it's very much about, the Holocaust and his experience in the Holocaust and how he was able to create a more optimistic and positive mindset, and through such a difficult time, make light of the situation, if you like. So the title for me just threw me off, really, in terms of what the book was about, because, the book's, about the Holocaust. Yeah,
I don't think it is, though. I don't think it's about the Holocaust specifically. I think it's more about how, because he even says this is an historical book.
It's about in my opinion, it's about his experience of the Holocaust. The first half anyway.
I don't know, I still don't think it's about that. I think it's more about his views on psychology and his views on life and optimism and actually the meaning of life. I think that's quite, because he talks about it, but he doesn't go into much detail. He just literally talks about his own experience. Do you know what I mean? Not about it in general. He doesn't, again, it's not a historical kind of book like that. So I think it's more about how he got through his experience. And also how he kind of, and even in that, because it was obviously, everyone knows about what the Holocaust then, and also he talks about things and how that kind of, he talks about things like love, friendship, camaraderie, teamwork, and then the meaning of life as well. So I think, like, for me, I don't actually think it was about that. I think it was more just about how he kind of found meaning to his life and what he got from it. So.